The IMPACCT is led by a group of strategic partners such as the World Customs Organization, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, the International Humanitarian City, MSF Belgium, Save the Children International, Help Logistics, the IFRC, World Bank, and the International Telecommunications Union. The group supports and works with those parties interested in sharing challenges and identifying together solutions related to customs and importation of humanitarian aid. The IMPACCT Group was founded at the HMPW, so the Humanitarian Network and Partnership Week, in 2017. In the context of increasingly complex worlds where governments have to protect their borders from prohibited goods, safeguard against tax misuse using humanitarian channels, and whilst also ensuring the speedy importation of disaster relief goods, and make sure we can deliver assistance to those people in need.
So through IMPACCT Working Group, we are working collaboratively with the partners, and the IMPACCT Group aims at supporting governmental regulatory agencies, humanitarian organizations like us, Save the Children, and the other organizations, including the private sector, to comprehensively be more prepared to manage customs clearance and importation process for disaster relief goods and equipment.
The IMPACCT Group has supported organizations like ours connect and coordinate with local authorities in ways that we've not been able to previously, particularly in the early days of a response, to provide critical information that supports smooth flow of relief materials during a response.
For us in the WCO, the perspectives of humanitarian community is of key importance, and during this process, the IMPACCT Working Group is contributing to the process with the objective of instilling predictability and efficiency to the procedures and processes for relief importation during each phase of the emergency response.
One of the main objectives of our groups is to ensure that the relevant international conventions reflect the changing landscape in which the international humanitarian community works. Currently, the WCO is conducting a comprehensive review of the revised Kyoto Convention.
In order to be ready for the management of international relief, disaster-related laws, rules and procedures need to be strengthened at national level. IFRC Network has been providing technical legal advice to governments for over 20 years and developing and implementing disaster law and policy around the world based on the IDRL guidelines. We collaborate with the IMPACCT Group to prepare for the management of international relief.
The International Humanitarian City is part of the IMPACCT Working Group. We work together with the Dubai Customs because of our humanitarian logistics data bank. This relationship and cooperation with customs is crucial for two reasons. First of all, the humanitarian logistics data bank works on customs transactions, which means by crossing the data of the HS codes and the company code, which means the humanitarian organization. In this way, the humanitarian logistics data bank is able to track all the humanitarian aid prepositioned by our members into the International Humanitarian City and ready to be dispatched for emergency response.
We in ITU help develop disaster-resilient information and communication technology infrastructure and services for saving lives and reducing the damage of disasters. To this end, we promote the ratification of the Tampere Convention and support countries in developing national emergency telecommunication plans, including a regulatory framework to support the implementation of ICTs for disaster management. ITU provides guidance on the role of ICTs in all phases of the disaster management cycle, based on coordination across all levels of government, stakeholders, and communities at risk.
UNCTAD also contributes to this work through its Asikuda program implemented in 90+ countries in the world. It promotes and supports the use of technology and other systems that enhance and streamline cross-border processes for humanitarian aid. The objective is to facilitate and control the importation of emergency relief goods through the use of ASIREC, which is a dedicated software platform to support effective and efficient coordination between customs and other key actors.
Help Logistics believes that supply chain preparedness and resilience is critical for delivery of life-saving assistance and reducing the economic setbacks to commerce and communities. Local, professional trained talent is an important component of success. HELP collaborated with the IMPACCT Group to design a self-paced e-learning course titled Introduction to Importation and Customs. The course aims to enhance the understanding of the importation of humanitarian goods into crisis-affected countries.
One of the core activities of IMPACCT is sharing information. When a disaster strikes, we activate our network of partners in customs administration and regulatory agencies of the affected country to support disaster response efforts. We make available key information on customs, importation and quarantine procedures by publishing CIQPs on our website. We send them by email to humanitarian partners and to the logistic cluster for further dissemination.